sweet spot.
Okay, hi. I hope you can hear me. If not, too bad. So, you asked me to describe. Do you really have to now? Okay, so you asked me to describe the experience of solo traveling. And you asked me, Iné, what does it feel like to travel on your own as a woman? And well, as much as I like the attention, I do. I thought, I was just going to casually answer the question. And then, I was taking a shower and I just thought that I was like, why are so many people asking me about traveling solo? No one's ever asked me about living solo. Like, Iné, how are you enjoying your glorious apartment in Athens as a woman? I was not about to play the gender card, like I usually do. I was not going to this time, but I think I have a good reason to now. So, now as well. So, why do we feel that in order to travel to another city or another country, we need someone else, Whether that is our significant other or a friend or someone we barely know because we have to go somewhere with another person. Like, look, you can take your 15 personalities just like I did and go to any place you can imagine. And here are a couple of things that you will probably need. So, what I do is that I thank you, assistant. So I have this notebook, this little black book, and I write down my thoughts and everything. So, if I feel, whenever I get bored, I've had enough of my thoughts and everything, I go like, okay, let's write them down, or let's draw, or whatever. And then you can be like, Iné, I don't like writing. Iné, I don't like drawing. Iné, I feel uncomfortable. What can I do? Then, in that case, you can grab a book. I have a book here. Anyway, so you can just take your book and carry it with you. You know what I did, before Hack Into English was born, was created, was formed out of bare necessity? What I used to do, I had quit my job, as I've told you a gazillion times, and I know you're sick of hearing me say it. But anyway, no, you're not. You love me. So one thing I used to do when I quit my job and all my friends had to work, so I would just walk around. It was my kind of meditation thing, whatever. And what I did, should I come closer? I think, is this better? Maybe. So what I would do was that I would just grab a bag and make sure that I have 2 different books with me, because each book was a different kind of, it was a different story. So one of them was Kundera, and the other one, Kundera, or whatever you guys call it. In Greek we call him Kundera. And the other one was, I don't remember. But anyway, I had 2. And I also had this, another black notebook. What else? Another thing, traveling to another country, make sure that that your data plan is going to cover your needs. And if not, then as soon as you set foot in that other country, make sure that you buy a new SIM card. And it cost me 25 euros, and I have an unlimited plan for like unlimited call minutes and 70 gigabytes of internet of data, and what else? And I don't remember the number of SMS messages, but anyway, whatever. So, point being, make sure that you have a data plan, because when you walk around on your own as a woman, you need to know where you're going. So, that's why you need to make sure also that you don't look too touristy with a map or like walking around like this. So that's why you should always wear hands-free, because if you wear hands-free, they think that you're listening to your funky tunes and they don't know that you're completely lost. So this way you might not get mugged. And yes, also don't look touristy in terms of clothes, you know, because of style. So that's not really very Italian of me today, like maybe like more like Spanish. Anyway, I made a list, see how well written everything is. This is a perfect representation of what my brain looks like. So what I've written here is that you want to make sure that besides the data plan, you have a power bank you can rely on. I've had to change, give it back and get a new one, my power bank twice, and it's from a legit company. It was actually the most expensive I found in that store, big store. Anyway, don't get me started. So I had to buy a third one, just so you know, from here, from Italy. Anyway, so you need your power bank to cover for you, because if you run out, at some places they don't feel comfortable, taking your phone and plugging it into their chargers, because I don't know, like they've watched too many movies apparently, and they think that you're going to, I don't know, hack into their I don't know, bank accounts with just the charger or whatever. I don't know. Another thing, I had a disclaimer here, so maybe it's okay, I'll just right now. So my disclaimer is that you should always take advice from experts, but right now I'm not giving you advice, I'm sharing my experience. Okay, so make of it what you will. So another thing I've written here is that you need to be your own mom for this number of days. So this means that everything you rely on other people. Oh, come on, there's a fly. Off you go. Okay, so everything you rely on other people. For example, like I rely on my mom or sister for tissues, hand sanitizer, and emotional support. So the first two you can do. For the third one, that's why I told you to have the data plan, in place. So if it gets lonely, you just call them up on Messenger or WhatsApp or Viber or whatever your thing is, and that's done. Another thing, I carry with me, I actually did, I bought 4 different face mats, my favorite colors, because I didn't want to risk it. Okay, but the point is that, I didn't want to risk the lack of color here in Italy, and I also felt safe. Like I was like, if the wind blows my mask off my face, I need to know that I have a backup face mask. Anyway, now what else? Always bring something, always. Okay, you should, it's advisable that you should have something, if it gets chilly, in the evening, you should have something like a shawl or a scarf, or like something really cool, like a sweater, like this California kind of style vibe, where you wear the short jeans and I don't know, like you wear the shorts anyway, and the like you have. Anyway, you get it. Sweater weather kind of vibes and the song and whatever. So what else? Here, this is not about solo traveling tips for, women, but it's really good. Whenever you want to drink water, always get your water from the supermarket. This is like traveling tips 101, but I don't think that anyone's ever said that. I've never watched any video though, but so anyway. But I think that people would fail to mention that, but I didn't fail to mention that at least. So anyway, water, because everywhere else it's going to be overpriced. But talking about prices now, this does not mean that you should go for the cheaper option. Not in what you drink, not in what you eat, not in your stay. Primarily not in your stay. Why? Because it's safety. It's all about safety. And so I know that it's tempting to choose a stay that is a little bit further away from the city center, but it's, cheaper. But what about cleanliness? Okay, what about safety? If it's a dodgy area and you're traveling alone as a woman, here it's not a matter of gender as much as it is a matter of safety of women in modern cities. So you get it. So as I was saying, don't be cheap on yourself. Get yourself a nice coffee. Ask the waiters there or the waitresses to recommend a characteristic or typically Italian or local breakfast there, because they know what and live life as a local. That's my come on, Iné. That's my approach to traveling. I just noticed that you can see this. Okay, that's not very cool, but then again, I'm still learning. You've seen worse. And over there, okay, I'll try not to show that. Anyway, like, I did my laundry. That's who I am. Iné homemaker. Look, it's been a week. So, next. You know what? I'm gonna make a part 2 because I've written so much here that, I need to get some feedback. This is not a one-woman show. It is, but it's like a one-woman show with no feedback is sad. Sad, but still fabulous. So, have a lovely day. Let me know if you liked it. There is a part 2, possibly a part 3 in here. I just realized that I've been looking at this instead of... there is a part 2 and a part 3 coming up, possibly. Well, if you don't like it, there are parallel universes that will definitely appreciate my art. Have a good one.